Okay, so just a brief overview of photosynthesis. What you need to understand is that photosynthesis is a process where plants create their own food. And they create their own food in the leaves of the plant. You need to understand that there are cells in the leaves, like lots and lots and lots of cells. And within those cells are organelles called chloroplasts. And the chloroplasts contain a pigment called chlorophyll. And the chlorophyll is actually what is responsible for capturing the light from the sun. And that's one of the parts of the process that is necessary to create the food is light energy from the sun. So we need to understand that chloroplast is the location where the food is produced, and chlorophyll is a pigment that is necessary to absorb light energy from the sun. The next thing that you need to understand is that plants take in carbon dioxide through the underside of their leaf, generally through a little hole called a stoma. And there's like little tiny holes at the bottom, and the gas can come up through into those holes and into the leaves. The next thing that you have to understand is that the other functions of the plant, of course the stem is for support, but it also is for transport. The roots of the plant are for uptake of water and nutrients, so the water comes in and it travels up the stem and into the leaves, and once the water gets in there, it's used for photosynthesis. So let's take a look at the process of photosynthesis once the plant has gathered all of the things that it needs. So the carbon dioxide comes in from the underside of the plant, and we have water coming in from the roots up the stem and into the plant. We have light energy that comes from the sun, and that is what helps to drive the reaction. So the reactants are carbon dioxide and water. The sun's energy, the light energy from the sun, helps to drive the reaction. And the products of photosynthesis are sugar. And you need to understand that the sugar is called glucose, and this is the chemical formula for glucose. You need to know that. You need to identify that as glucose. So the plant functions to produce glucose using carbon dioxide and water. And one of the other products is oxygen. And that's why plants are so important on the planet, because they create oxygen from carbon dioxide, and we actually use oxygen and produce carbon dioxide as a waste product. So plants are very complementary to animals because it gives us the oxygen that we need to breathe and takes in the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So they essentially clean the planet. Okay, so what you need to be able to understand is that the leaf is the location where photosynthesis occurs, and water comes up through the stem from the roots, okay, and the water is in the ground. That's why we water our plants, so that the water can come up through the leaves, and it comes up through tiny tubes in a stem and goes into the leaf. Carbon dioxide is taken in through the leaf, and sunlight is captured by pigments in the leaf cells. Okay, so the organelle, or part of the cell where it takes place, is in the chloroplasts. The pigment that captures the sun's light is chlorophyll. The reactants are carbon dioxide and water, and the products are glucose and oxygen.